circumventing Congress and using executive privilege to enact some elements of the DREAM Act. Joined now by Texas Republican Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison. Joins me now. Senator, welcome. Good to have you here this morning.
Hey, thank you, Martha. Great to be here.
Now, I know that this is something that you have had in the works for quite some time, but some might look at this rollout now and say, well, this is because, the Republicans had such a tough time with the Hispanic vote in the election.
Actually, we have been working on it, John Kyle, John McCain, and myself, for over a year, trying to put something together, talking to a lot of different factions and people about what would be a balanced and responsible way forward on this. And things got in the way during the election process and then the president's executive order, but we wanted to put this marker down. It might come up in the lame duck session, but if it doesn't, at least it's a start to talk about this very finite group of young people who are here because they were brought here as children.
Yeah, I think so many people have an understanding of their situation, and it addresses children who were brought here under the age of 14, who've been here for 5 years, who've had a couple of years of school or military service, that they should be given some sort of different circumstance. But what's different about this bill than the DREAM Act that so many of your colleagues were so much against?
What's different is that we don't give an automatic green card path to citizenship. We give a legal status, a work visa, so that these young people can work and not be deported, not be in fear of deportation, but contribute to our society because they're going to have degrees. They're going to have college degrees or vocational education, and we want them to be productive citizens. This is the only country they've ever known. But if they want to be citizens under our act, they go through the law as it is today. They don't cut in line. They get behind the people who have abided by laws and have waited for years and done what they were supposed to do, which we think is the balanced approach.
What's the likelihood of passage of a bill like this, and what's the involvement been of Marco Rubio, who I know has his own bill that he says is going to solve the whole problem that comes out in 2013?
Yes, Marco has been very much a part of this. We've worked with him. He's been aware of what we were doing, and he's made a great contribution. He wasn't quite ready. He's vetting with other interest groups and making sure that he's comfortable with what he wants to do going forward. But we felt like now was the time. John Kyle, John McCain, and I did introduce our bill yesterday, and I think there's been a lot of solid support, a lot of people saying, look, we need to address this. This is a great start. A lot of people are interested in signing on, and even on the House side as well. Yeah. So I think this is the time to start, and we want everybody who's interested to fine-tune if they want to, but let's get these young people who are in a very time-sensitive situation the help that they need to contribute to our country.
Senator, you're retiring, and you've had a long, prestigious career in Washington, but I'm wondering after the election, when you looked at those results and you saw how your party did with Hispanic voters, what did you think about that?
Oh, I was sick about it because my last election for the Senate, I got 44% of the Hispanic vote. I have a very strong position with and real friendship with the Hispanic community in my state, and it can be done. And that not only Hispanics but Asian Americans did not vote Republican. These are people who have our values, they have our work ethics, that we are trying to keep America an entrepreneurial country, and they are entrepreneurs. And so we need to make sure that we are talking to them, bringing them in, getting their suggestions, as I do in Texas, and let's move together in a way that keeps the American spirit what it's always been. You can come here, work hard, and give your kids a better chance than you had.
Well, we'll see how you make out with this bill, and thank you very much for being with us this morning. Good to see you. Thank you, Senator.
Hey, thank you, Martha. Thank you.
We are 11 minutes away from John Scott and Happening Now.